Welcome to Rollers World TV. This is Global News Update. I am Ololade Bolariwa. Trump joins Gaza ceasefire efforts in talks with Qatar's Prime Minister. Gaza's crisis deepens as over 58,000 killed. US faces global backlash. Israeli bombardment kills 61. UN warns of child hunger. Israeli forces strike Syria. Side defense of Jews community. Now, the news in brief. Donald Trump is meeting with Qatar's Prime Minister today to help broker a 60-day ceasefire in Gaza. The deals include hostage releases, a phased Israeli troop withdrawal, and increased aid access. Trump says there's a very good chance the agreement will succeed, but analysts on Al Jazeera warn that without strong US pressure, the deal may not hold. Gaza crisis deepens at over 58,000 killed. US faces global backlash. The war in Gaza has claimed more than 58,000 lives, with over 139,000 injured, as Israeli airstrikes continue across refugee camps and hospitals. At least 61 civilians were killed in the last 24 hours, while the UN warns of rising malnutrition, with 1 in 10 children affected. Despite global calls for ceasefire, the US continues to back Israel, blocking UN resolutions and drawing criticism from former officials. The UN says the situation may amount to genocide as international protests intensify. Gaza was escalates amid global outcry. Gaza humanitarian crisis worsens. The humanitarian situation in Gaza has reached catastrophic levels, with over 58,000 Palestinians killed and more than 139,000 injured since the conflict began. Every Israeli airstrike continues across refugee camps, schools, and hospitals, leaving over 100 people dead daily. Basic services like water, sanitation, and electric have collapsed, worsening public health as temperatures soar. Israeli bombardment kills 61. UN warns of child hunger. Meanwhile, at least 61 civilians were killed in the past 24 hours as Israeli strikes hit Gaza, including people waiting for food aid. The UN warns of a sharp rise in child malnutrition, with 1 in 10 children now severely affected. Aid agencies say Gaza is on the brink of man-made famine as calls for a ceasefire intensify. Israeli forces strike Syria, side defense of Jewish community. Israeli forces have once again launched strike on Syria territory, claiming the attacks were aimed at defending and Jewish population near the border region. This marks the latest in a series of cross-border operations that Israeli says are necessary to prevent spillover from the Gaza conflict and protect minor communities, including the Jews who are spread across Syria, Israel, and Lebanon. Syrian officials have condemned the strikes, calling them a violation of sovereignty and one of escalating regional tensions. Unrest in Syria. Israeli Air Force bombs Damascus and Suwaida amid Druze clashes. Unrest is escalating in Syria as Israeli warplanes strike Damascus, targeting key military sites. Israel says the attack was meant to protect the Druze population near its borders. Meanwhile, fierce clashes continue in the southern city of As-Suwaida between local militants and Syrian government forces. However, the Syrian government has condemned airstrikes, calling them a violation of sovereignty. Tensions remain high with fear of further regional instability. In another development, Israeli forces have launched airstrikes on Damascus, targeting military infrastructure while clashes continue in As-Suwaida, a Druze majority city in southern Syria. The strike comes amid rising unrest and fears of wider regional escalation. Thank you for watching. You can join us for more reports and news updates on our website www.rulersworldtv.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Rulers World TV. You can also follow us on our social media handle X, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at rulersworldtv.com.